If your to-do list keeps getting longer, but you don't feel clearer, if writing things down makes you more stressed, not less, then this video is for you. Because the problem isn't that you're bad at to-do lists, it's that most to-do lists increase cognitive load instead of reducing it. They look organised, but they quietly keep your brain on edge. In this video, I'll show you why to-do lists often make overwhelm worse, what your brain actually needs instead of better organisation, and how to use lists in a way that creates relief, not pressure. This isn't about throwing lists away, it's about understanding how your brain responds to them. To-do lists feel like the right thing to do. They signal, I'm being organised, I'm taking responsibility, I'm on top of things. And that's why people keep making them, even when they're not helping. But responsibility without relief is still pressure, and pressure is what overwhelms the system. When your brain looks at a to-do list, it doesn't see tasks, it sees demands, expectations, future effort, potential failure. Especially when the list is long, when the tasks are vague, when priorities aren't clear, your brain doesn't feel supported. It feels surrounded. This is the critical misunderstanding. People think writing things down closes the loop, but it doesn't. An open loop only closes when your brain knows what happens next, when it will be addressed, or that it no longer needs attention. A list that says work on project, email client, sort out finances, keeps loops open, not closed, and open loops drain energy continuously. Another hidden effect of to-do lists: they flatten importance. So on a list, a life-changing project, a 5-minute admin task, something emotionally loaded, all look the same. Your brain loses the ability to distinguish what matters most right now. Everything becomes urgent, which means nothing feels safe to start. This is where overwhelm kicks in. When a list is long, contains vague items, mixes emotional and practical tasks, has no containment, your brain hits a familiar response: freeze. Not because you're resistant, but because choosing feels risky, choosing wrong feels costly, so the safest move becomes don't choose. People often respond by trying to improve their lists. They add colour coding, priorities, using new apps, rewriting the list again, but better formatting doesn't reduce load. Your brain doesn't care how pretty the list is, it cares whether responsibility has been reduced. If the list still asks, hold all of this, decide constantly, remember everything, the overwhelm stays. Here's the reframe from the momentum reset method. A list is not a container. It's only helpful if it removes responsibility from your brain. And your brain relaxes when it knows nothing important will be forgotten, tasks have edges, decisions are deferred safely, clarity is relief, and relief restores capacity. Instead of one long to-do list, what your brain actually needs is fewer active items, clear next actions, time boundaries, and permission to ignore the rest. This is why externalizing load works, but only when it truly offloads responsibility, not when it just documents your pressure. So here's a gentler way to work with lists. First, separate capture from action. Dump everything out without asking yourself to act yet. Second, define edges. What does done look like? What's the first small action? Third, limit visibility. Only a few items should be mentally active at any time. Fourth, contain the rest. Your brain needs to trust it doesn't have to hold them. This turns lists into support instead of threats. Most productivity advice assumes if I organise better, I'll feel better. But the order is actually reversed. When you feel better, because load has dropped, organisation becomes easy. Overwhelm isn't solved by effort. It's solved by reducing what your system is carrying. This is important. People who care deeply, see many possibilities, hold high standards, are conscientious, often suffer most from list-based overwhelm because they try to do lists properly. And this isn't a character flaw, it's responsibility without containment. If to-do lists make you feel worse, not better, you're not failing the list is failing your nervous system. Your brain doesn't need to see everything all at once. It needs safety, clarity, and reduced demand. If this video resonated, pause and notice something. Overwhelm isn't telling you to push harder, it's telling you there's too much being held at once. In the next few videos, we'll explore how cognitive load destroys focus, why everything feels urgent under pressure, and how to rebuild clarity without force. Those videos, like this one, will be part of my Overwhelm playlist. I'll include a link up here somewhere. And if you want a structured way to apply this, the momentum reset method walks you through it step by step. You don't need a better to-do list. You need a system that lets your brain rest.